Hello, and welcome to the Introduction to Our Course video for LIS 88699 Summer 2014 Records and Information Management. My name is Todd Kleining, and I will be your instructor throughout our semester this summer. Before we dig into the course, I wanted to take a brief moment to go over some of the key elements of our journey. Much like the safety demonstration video on an airplane, you've probably heard this spiel before and maybe would like to doze off for a few minutes while I ramble. However, like each trip, every course is a little bit different, and it's a good idea to at least skim the surface of our work for the summer so we're on the same page. With that said, please remove the safety card from the seat in front of you and follow along, or from the coffee table if you're watching this from a couch, and let's begin. In this brief video, I would like to highlight the 5 key presentation elements seen on the screen in front of you. Most of these items can probably be gleaned from the syllabus without my introduction, and probably Canvas as well, but other elements may not be so obvious, so just let me elaborate on a few of these items here for a moment. This course is designed to be a 10,000-foot overview of the constantly evolving field of records and information management, otherwise known as RIM. As with most technology-related fields, RIM changes on a daily basis and can be a blend of exciting, challenging, and let's be honest, sometimes downright exhausting elements if we're going to be honest with each other. While every organization may not have a formalized RIM program, everyone should, or at least in my opinion. So that said, everyone taking this course should at least take something useful away at the end of the semester and hopefully apply to their career path. As a practicing RIM professional myself and educator, I have a simple philosophy when it comes to instruction: blend theory and practice. I'm a firm believer in research and have great respect for history and theory. However, you will find I will not agree with everything the authors describe in your readings, and I will throw in as many in the real world 2 cents that I have at various junctures. Though I'm keenly aware not all 20 of you will pursue careers in the RIM field, it's my fervent hope that I will at least train you to think like a RIM manager at some level. And with any class I teach, I very much try to give you every imaginable takeaway, whether it be articles, job aids, training manuals, anecdotes, or other such items. Any graduate program worth its weight should at least be filling your practitioner's toolbox with the items needed for you to start a career, and I'm hoping I will be able to do that for you in this class. Alright, so this is me. It's somewhat odd not to meet each one of you in person, but I think it's at least somewhat helpful for you to know who the clown is behind the instructor's podium and what he looks like. Unlike most headshots, this one was unfortunately not photoshopped as it would be on the front of a Glamour magazine. I'll speak with the Dominican University Marketing Department about firming up my jaw, but enough about that, and let's get on with the show. From an education perspective, I'm mostly trained in business and its related fields. As we will discuss later on in the course, half of the game in RIM is knowing how to speak like a business leader. Unfortunately, or fortunately depending on your spin, the higher you go in a job career path, the more you need to know about management and how to navigate it. In fact, as we will discuss in later weeks, 1/5 of the professional certification exam series for RIM relates to business and management skills. As a Dominican alum, I can tell you the value of my degree and respect the journey that you are likely facing towards completing yours. On the professional development side, I'm a dual certified project management and records and information management person. Part of the focus in this class, explained later in the video, will be to expose you to the certification process for the CRM, the Certified Records Manager exam, which is the gold standard in the RIM professional field. Professionally, I've been an adjunct instructor at Dominican since 2007, teaching mostly undergraduate courses. I've recently been upgraded, so to speak, to instruct this course for the summer. While it may be my first time formally teaching this course, I've guest lectured in previous semesters of this class and also worked with several students on projects. I've also taught professionally for the Alexian Brothers Medical Center as a technology consultant for doctors and nurses. For my full-time job, I'm the assistant director of a fairly robust records management program in downtown Chicago. Previously, I've worked as an IT project manager, most recently as a business analyst. Rounding out the chaos, I am the outgoing president of the Chicago chapter of the Association of Records Managers and Administrators International, better known as ARMA, and will transition into the chairman of the board position this summer. I am also a newly minted member of the Project Management Institute Chicago. For fun, I love to run, chase after my two adorable nieces, Hannah and Charlotte, feed my two very old cats, Sunny and Cascade, travel, fix up my newly purchased condo in Albany Park, and also love to eat my way around the city and sample the various BYOBs that are available. I am fully aware of each of you, myself included, that we have a life outside of class. I am excited to learn about your unique backgrounds and needs. While not as easy in an online environment, I hope that we can still connect at some point regarding items outside the class or what I can do to help you progress your career. Let's talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts of the syllabus. On Canvas, you will find the most recent edition of the syllabus posted. In, of all places, the section called Syllabus. While I do not anticipate updating the syllabus often, I will notify you of any changes that are made and post an updated date-stamped version in that area of Canvas. Ultimately, you are responsible, as with any class, in reading the syllabus and adhering to its elements. If you need to chat about any of the items that you find or have any concerns, please let me know immediately and we can figure something out. Our course runs a full 16 weeks, beginning Monday, May 5th, and ending Sunday, August 17th. Since this course is 16 weeks, the weekly modules will not be as overwhelming in nature, since we have plenty of time to work through the materials in a relaxed manner. For your reference, and probably most importantly in an online class, the official week begins at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time on Monday and ends at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. All work assigned during the week must be completed within a given module week, and no extensions will be given unless there are deadlines that can't be met because of locust, plague, other extreme emergencies. If any of these biblical events occur to you, or something bad happens for that matter, please notify me ASAP. As professional adults, I hope we can work out something to make these deadlines work for you. Taking an online course is a unique experience. As a student, I personally loved them as the flexibility they granted me were ideal for my schedule. That said, we will never officially meet as a group, so I as the instructor will hold no formal office hours. As a 21st century professional and a self-admitted tech geek, I am pretty much tethered to email, and it's the best way to reach me. I will do my fervent best to return your email inquiries within 24 hours, and I'll notify you well in advance if I'm ever not available over email for an extended period of time. While I'm typically much more explicit about this when I teach undergraduate classes, I know you as a graduate student understand that I will email you back as soon as humanly possible, but I do have a life outside of class, so sometimes there may be a couple hours delay. That said, if email just doesn't do it for you, I'm more than happy to arrange a phone call with you or a Skype session to discuss anything related to the class. Those will have to be arranged in advance, obviously, but I'm more than willing. Also, if you work downtown or in the surrounding areas and you'd like to meet in person, we could arrange that as well too. Our class has 2 required texts, both shown on the screen right now. The titles and ISBN numbers can be found in the syllabus. I receive absolutely no kickback from the bookstore, so feel free to find the cheapest versions available. That said, you must have the books for our class, and please order the specific editions listed in the syllabus so we're all on the same page, so to speak, with page numbers and items found in the text. If you have any trouble getting the text, please let me know as soon as possible. Each week, I will email to your Dominican email address a weekly to-do list. I will also post the to-do list on Canvas for your reference. To keep us all organized and on task in the class, the to-do list should help you in outlining what is required for a particular week. That said, please make sure you are regularly checking or at least forwarding your Dominican University email address to a place that you will be able to read it on a regular basis, as this will be the address I will communicate with you on a regular basis. Each week, you will be assigned readings pertaining to the topic at hand. Some weeks will also include articles or other supplemental materials. To be frank, I'd never assign a reading which I did not think was absolutely necessary or would help you as a RIN practitioner. So please try to pay special attention to the readings as we go along. Additionally, I will provide you short commentary videos to accompany the readings. As a graduate student, I will not insult your intelligence and ability to read, so you will find these commentary videos are just that, commentary, and not a regurgitation of the readings. I do ask, however, that you perform all readings prior to watching the videos, as the material I'll cover in the commentary videos will just make a little bit more sense. You will be asked to actively participate in discussion posts for each module. In our first week, you will notice 2 discussion questions, an introduction post and then one related to the weekly readings. Each subsequent reading will have 1 discussion question related to the readings. You will be required to answer the question, then provide 2 additional follow-up posts related to a classmate's response. Per the syllabus, you must make a posting on 3 distinct days of the week. In other words, doing an initial posting on Friday and then 2 more on Saturday because you got busy does not meet the minimum expectations. While it may seem like I'm frequently asking you to log in, let's be honest, I am, it's an easy way to keep up with the class discussions, and it's really the best way to get things rolling in an online environment. I found that from teaching online in my own experience and then also taking online classes. So please make sure that you're posting on 3 distinct days and following the minimum word requirements with the posts. While I know this is obvious for a graduate level course, your posts must be coherent, as determined by me, and contain good syntax and grammar, and also reflect appropriate level of thought and professionalism for a graduate student. While I can't imagine a scenario where a discussion thread in a RIM class would get heated or go off the rails, you're expected to be a professional and courteous of other team members' posts and opinions. If necessary, and if you use citations and other outside sources during a post, please make sure that you put those proper citations in the style of your choice in the actual posting. At 5 instances during the course, you will be asked to complete a 20-question quiz modeled off the exam for the Certified Records Manager Certification Series. While I'm not always a big fan of quizzes and tests at the graduate level, I found it necessary to include them as a part of this course, mostly because professional fields such as RIM, project management, information technology, typically have a certification process involved with it, and they require you to take multiple choice tests. While these questions are not directly worded from the test, they will give you a sense of what might be asked of you should you actually decide to sit for the exam in your career. As a person who's passed the exam series myself, I'll be able to give you and filter out some of the best questions that I saw during the exam series. Of these 5 scores, I'll drop the lowest in case you happen to have a bad week. These answers can be found in the weekly readings and commentary, and they're really nothing to stress over. More information on the CRM quizzes will be provided in week 3. Your first major project, due in week 8, will be a professional site visit and an interview with a RIM professional. Through ARMA Chicago and in my career path, I've interacted with many brilliant RIM professionals from various industries. Unless you know an actual working RIM professional that you'd like to interview, I will gladly assign you an individual based on your stated career goals, paths, and/or background. So if, for instance, you want to talk to somebody who works in consulting or works in a national archives, please let me know and I'll do my best to try to match you up with somebody. If you have no opinion, I will randomly grab somebody for you. Details on this assignment can be found right now on Canvas. Please note, if you do want to interview someone that you do know in person, please let me know by no later than May 11th via email so I can make sure I don't assign you somebody randomly. The final project in our class, due in week 15, will be a RIM case study. The case study will be very similar to the one found on the Certified Records Manager exam and will ask you to synthesize all elements that you've learned over the semester. Don't stress out about it. It's actually probably going to be a lot of fun for you, and I'll make sure that you have more information available regarding the case study in week 8. In total, this course will be worth 400 points, broken down accordingly. It is my hope all of you will receive an A in this course, so let's just go ahead and work towards that goal. As a side note, each evaluation performed by me will contain accompanied commentary rubric and any other necessary information for you to understand your score. Should you ever have questions about my grading, think something was made in error, or want to discuss the elements with me, please never hesitate to contact me directly and we can discuss the elements that you see. Since this is an online course, I assume you have a basic set of technology skills at the graduate level. In other words, you must have regular access to the web, computer speakers, and headphones, and be able to compose documents in Microsoft Word. Beyond that, I will not require any Harry Potter magic of you for this class. If you run into any technological snafus, you can gladly contact me or the Information Technology Help Desk at Dominican, and the number is on your screen available to you. The biggest thing is you must have regular access to the internet and have it at a speed that you're able to actually keep up with the videos in the class. For this class, we will utilize the Canvas Learning Management System found at the link above. I have provided you with a basic cheat sheet on how to navigate Canvas, so please hang on to that document. I will admit, this is my first semester using the Canvas system here at Dominican, as we just transitioned from Blackboard and MyDU, which I'm more familiar with. So that said, if you encounter any issues, can't see something, or can't find something, it's probably my fault, so please email me and I'll work diligently to fix those issues with you. I will never hold you responsible on a deadline for something that's my fault. All assignments must be submitted through Canvas just to make it easier on me, unless I otherwise specify them in the directions. As mentioned, I am very excited to voyage along with you throughout this program this semester. Past feedback has said my teaching style tends to be a blend of humor and sarcasm, but with a clear sense of course direction and excitement for the course. I truly enjoy working as a RIM professional, and I hope you will walk away with a better understanding of our great field, and hopefully maybe I'll be able to recruit one or two of you to the dark side. Since we are all working adults in some capacity, I simply ask professionalism from you, adherence to deadline, and communication so I know what's going on. I have a strong no ambushing policy, so if you stick with me, this semester should be pretty enjoyable and pretty laid back, I would say, for all of us. Alright, I rambled on long enough, so that's all for me. If you have any questions or concerns about the course, please contact me directly. And this concludes our course introduction commentary video.